So, so here will be, I will give you some problems every day. Whenever you come, I will give you some problems. So you have to solve that problem. So today's first problem is 001. Yes. So I write down the problem and you have to solve it and ping back to me the thing. And if you don't know, I will start doing it and I will ask you questions in that. But there are many problems which are very simple. You will be able to do it. So the problem is finding a number in an array. So the problem is you have to create a function. Name of the function will be search in array. And we will pass the array and we will pass the number which we need to find. So for example, array is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I pass this array and I will pass the number as 6. So you will return, the answer will be 5 because you have to return the index. So it's a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So since the 6 is matching number to this number, so you will return 5. If we don't get any matching number, then you return something false or null value. False if nothing matches. You can return false or null or something, nothing. You have to pass nothing. So you have 5 minutes to do this problem, and once in 5 minutes, it's 8:10 now here. I will check at 8:15, and if you cannot do that, then I will do that. But it is better to try. Otherwise, how will you do it in the interview? If in interview you will get it, you should at least try here. Otherwise, in real world, you will get problems. You won't be able to do it. Okay, so your time starts now. In 5 minutes, I will check. Okay, so those who have completed, they can give me the solution. And if you don't give me, you will get 0 marks. I'll give you marks now. Every problem, you will get marks. Okay, one is, if you don't give me or the solution is not right, you will get 0. Great, Rakesh. So no thing. Anyone else? No. Still, I haven't got solution. Is it done? Or you haven't tried it? So every time we will do 2 problems before the class, and after 2 problems, we'll start the real class. So here I will put the problems. So there will be a lot of problems coming here. Maybe 100, 200, more than that. So every time, whenever I'll come, 2 problems I will give you and you have to solve that. Okay, since no one has replied me, I will give you 0 if you don't reply me. Okay, so not good to get. Okay, I'm waiting. I'll put 0. I'll wait 1 minute more. Okay, I'll wait for you, Rakesh. Let it restart. But I'll start the solution, and if you can send me the solution soon, then you will get funds. Okay, so first we have to create the function search in array, where you will pass the array and you will pass the number which you have to search. Okay, and then here I will say console.log. I will call this function. I'll pass the array value like this, and I'll pass the number 6 here. So in return, I should get the answer 5. So since this is the array, I have to go through the array, and I have to check this each value with this number, and if it both are matching, then I will return the index, and if both are not matching, then I will return false in the end. Okay, so let's loop through it. So I'll use a for loop. Let I equal to 0, I less than array dot length, I plus plus. This is the simplest problem of the whole JavaScript. And still no one has answered me in time. If array of I, that is if this element is equal to num, that is whatever I passed here, if both are same, then I will return I, that is I have to return the index. Otherwise in the end I will return null. So I will go through each element of the array, and each element is equal to the number, any element which is equal to the number which I passed, then I return the index. Otherwise I return the null. Let's check this. So this is the simplest problem. In interview you will get much harder problem. So I'm getting 5. If I pass instead of 6, if I pass 4, I will get the 3. If pass instead of 6, I pass 11, I will get null. So this function is working fine. If you have not written it, just write down this function. Okay, Sonu Singh has sent me, let me see. Sonu Singh, you are checking the length and comparing it with the number, so that is not the correct thing. Okay, so Sonu Singh has given me the answer, but it's not the correct. Anand, let's see, Anand, you are checking the, you are using the find. And you are, so Anand, I will suggest you run this function. It will not work. Try it. Okay, this is simple.
Yes, sir. I'm just trying to. Yes.
If you are using find internally, it is going through loop also. So no need to use the find JavaScript function, because ultimately it's going through the loop part. But even if you have used find, it is still not correct.
Yes, it is not. It is not. I'm just saying. I'm trying this actually.
Okay. So let me show you the find. You have to just see first what find does.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the find. So if you go find, one second, let me show you example of the find. So in the find also, first is the element, second in the index. You have switched back. You have put first as the index, second as the element. And then you are updating the element with the number. Number you have to match. You have to match the number. Okay, so you cannot.
Got it.
Right? Here it's saying is prime 5. Okay, find is not the right thing here. You have to just You have to just use a simple for loop for this case. Okay, find is you are checking here. Let's say, for example, it's finding. Yeah, ultimately it's giving same thing what we have done in the for loop. So even if you are using find, you have to use it like this. This is the appropriate way, but you have to change as per your.
But here we will get the element instead of index, right, sir?
Second parameter is index.
Yes, second parameter is index.
Right?
Yes,
Element
sir.
is greater than 10. I'm thinking what will be the return? Return the value, the first element in the provided. So you can get index also. So if you can check if element is equal to number, then return index. So index is the second parameter.
We can check.
But you can put it.
I'm saying, sir, we can use include as well instead of find.
Include, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can do anything, but then include will give true or false only, right? Include will
Okay,
not
sir.
give. Include
And
will
okay,
not
I will not
give
get the index or number. Got it, sir.
Yeah, let's see what will happen if we use find. So I will say if element is equal to num, return index. Okay, let's try this one. Const num equal to, let's say I'm checking 8, putting 8. Okay, so I'm getting 8. 8 is not the right one. So they are not giving the whatever value you return, that doesn't come in the find. It comes the value. Ultimately, it comes the value.
We are not getting the index, right, sir?
Right, we're not getting the data. Though index is coming here, you can manipulate it, you can use it in the logic, but when you're returning something, it's going to the value, it's giving the value.
Okay. Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay, let's see Rakesh part. Rakesh has sent. So why Rakesh I plus 1? You have written I plus 1. And you are checking C. C doesn't make any sense. What is the C? Okay, so let's run the Rakesh solution, which will not work. You are creating C inside the function, but you are checking the C outside the function, so that doesn't make any sense. You should return everything from the function. Okay, so this will not really work. And you're not calling even the function. This search in array, where is search in array? I don't see you are calling. Okay, so you have to exactly whatever I have given in the solution, you have to do it like this way. You have to create a function and return something, and you have to check that return value here. And in the Rakesh solution, you're not even calling this function. So how it will work? I want that whatever you are giving me the solution, I will put it in the console and it should work. And if it is not working, you will not get the points. Okay, let's go to another problem. Every time we have to do two problems, so let's finish another one also. So this one was the easiest problem in the JavaScript, and most of you find it difficult to do it. So okay, let's go to the another problem. Problem number 2. You have to do at least 100 problems before you go for interview, so that you have very good idea of overall what kind of problem they ask. In the interview, they may ask entirely different problem, which you may have not done here. But if you try 100 problems, you will get the idea that idea of thinking that what you have to think in the exam, in the interview. Okay, second problem. So be ready. I will give you 5 minutes only. Okay, these are the directions. You have to find the reverse of the string. So given a string, return a new string with the reversed order of characters. So for example, if I give apple, you have to return LEPPA. Okay, no, what is the reverse of it? ELPPA. Okay, and if I give dog, you should give me God. Okay, like this, you have to give me the reverse of the character. Remember, this function can also be done using the some array methods like convert the string to array, then use the reverse method of the array. You don't have to do that one. You have to use simple for loop and try to do the answer. That is the given condition. Use the for loop and do it. Now you have to create a function like reverse string and you have to pass some value. And the answer will be, if you have passed a value as apple, you should get the answer ELPPA. Okay, so do this problem. You have 5 minutes. Now it is 8:30. 8:35 I will check it. Your time starts now. Okay, time up. No one has sent me the correct answer. Sonu Singh has put something but doesn't look it will work. Sonu Singh, you have to run it in the console to see if it's working or not. So let me do it, and again, since okay, someone has sent Rakesh, let me see. You cannot create. Okay, let me see. Okay, so Rakesh, I will suggest you run this program and see if it is working. So there are a lot of mistakes in this function, and it will not work correctly because you created str1, which is outside the function. You cannot create something outside the function. You have to you have to put everything in the function. And str1 is not an array, not a string. And when you are updating the value of str1, it looks like you're updating the array, but str1 is not array. Okay, let me see, Anand. So you have to put it in the function. Anand, you cannot blindly put in the air.
Sir, in for loop it's working when I have tried both way, but when I have added in the function, it's not working. I don't know. I'm just checking that.
Okay, check why it's not working. And your for loop is also okay. And let me see. I greater than equal to 0. Okay. And doing I minus 1 1. Let's press. Okay. Yeah. So you're starting from the end, going to the front. Yeah, it should work. At least you will get some points. Though you are not put in the function, at least you will get the points because it will work, but it's not very accurate solution. Okay, Rakesh, yours. Okay. So see the correct solution and try to remember it today, because there will be a lot of problems if you don't practice now. After 100 problems, it will be difficult to remember everything. Every day you revise these functions. So function reverse string. I will pass some value inside it, and I will here call this function. So now whatever logic of the function is, I will put inside the function. Nothing should be outside the function. I will call this function with the value, for example, apple, and I should get the reverse of it. So how to do it? We will create one variable called as reverse, and the variable initial value is empty string. Then I will go to the for loop. Since for loop will work for arrays and integer both. So I can loop through each character using the for loop. Or if it is array, then also I can go through each element using the for loop. In object, there is a different for loop. Let's go with the for loop for the string. So I can also write down let I equal to 0, I less than wall dot length, I plus plus. I can write this for loop also, but I'll show you another method of the for loop also. So here I will say reverse equal to, so I have to say wall of I, that is which character I want to reverse, plus I will take the reverse variable. So for example, if I'm passing apple, so first time wall I will be A, so I will get A. When the second time loop will run, so the reverse value will be wall I is A and the reverse value will be A. Then when the loop will second time, wall I will be P. So what I'm doing, I'm taking reverse here and I will be adding P here. Okay, so the reverse will be, the next time it's P and the reverse will be P plus the previous value of the reverse. What is the previous value of the reverse? It is A. So it is P plus A, that is PA. So second time the reverse value will become PA. Third time when the loop will run, wall I is again P and the reverse will be P continued with the PA. So it will be PPA because I am putting value in front of the reverse. Next time when the loop will run, the current value is L and the reverse will be L plus previous value of the reverse. So it will be LPPA. And the last time when it will run, the wall I will be nothing but E and the reverse will be E plus previous value of the reverse. Previous value of the reverse is this one. So the reverse will be ELPPA. So this is the way we reverse it. Okay, let me put this here. And in the end, I will return the reverse value. Now, since this is the one way of for loop, and this is not the best way when we are not using I directly. So another way of for loop is like this. I will say let character. This is the string. I will use off wall. When I use character of wall, each element will be saved in the character. So instead of wall I can use a character keyword. So I will put, instead of wall I will put character. I will delete this method. So this is the final version. I go through each character of the wall, and every time when I'm going, I'm putting the character before the previous value. And in the end, I'm reversing it. Let's run this and see if it is working. Okay, so this is giving me the reverse of fs. So this is the right way, and you should remember this way. And you have to give this explanation in the interview. Just write down in 1 minute, and then I'll go to the React part. Sonu Singh, you have not used the for loop properly. This is not the way to use the for loop. For loop has to be used like this or the previously how I showed you. So whenever you will give me the solution, I will just put it here and see if it is working. And if it is working, then fine, otherwise it's wrong. Okay, so I will also commit this problem. If you have not written it, you can check my commit file. I will only not commit my React project because I want everyone to do it here. Otherwise, everything data structure I will commit it. So you can go through this and you can correct yourself. Okay, so let's go to our React project. Last time I gave you one assignment. Is that done? No one else sent me. Is it committed? No one is done. Okay. So maybe do it tomorrow. I'll check that one. Right now, let's work on the React part. So this is my React application. So here I am able to see what are the posts here. I can add new post. I can save it. I will refresh it right now. I need the refresh because I have not written the live code for this one. See, if I refresh it, I am able to see the new post which I have edited. I'm right now able to see only the title, but I will make a detail page. When someone will click the detail, click this test but link, they will go into detail page and then they can see the detail page there. So now we have to work a little bit more on this. Let's see what changes we can do here. I'll go to client, source, component, website 3, campaign, details, post, and let's go to the post item. Post item is correct. Let's go to the post list. Let's see. So pagination is right now not working because we are passing hardcode value. Let's try to fix the pagination. So for the set page, I will call the set page function. For the max, I will call the set max function. For maximum, I will just pass this max value. Let's put the max value as 2 for now. Then we'll change to 10 or 15 or 25. Next is page number. So for page number, I will call this page number and update this page number here. And the count will come from the state variable, state.count. Okay, let's see pagination is working or no. So initially I'm able to see 2 records and I can go through different pagination. Rows per page 5. If I do 5, I'm able to see 5 per page. If I do 10, I'm able to see all, and I see disable pagination, so it is working fine. So just update this pagination part in 1 minute. Update with the proper variable, and in 1 minute I'll go further. Okay, so let's go now. Let's try to fix this alert part first. Okay, so let me fix this alert part. So we have to show this alert part then when we don't have any record there. Okay, so we have to show alert when we don't have record. So let's see what. Okay, so if we get this result something, then that means record is there. If we don't get something in the record, then that means it's not there. Okay, so also when the request goes to the server, loading is true, and when the results come back from the server, then loading is false. So we have to take this parameter and this parameter into consideration to make this alert appear or disappear. So here I will put the condition if not loading. Not loading means we already got the result from the server. If we don't put this, then it will display it at wrong moment. So we have to check whether the loading is done. If server loading is done and state dot results dot length is equal to 0, that means loading is done and we don't get any record. That means you have to show the alert. After that, we have to put this alert box. Okay, so this is the one we displayed. Let's put this alert in the div tag in case we need to put any appropriate style sheet to div tag. Okay, so we wrap this in the div tag. So these two conditions we will check, and if these two conditions are satisfied, we will show no record found. Similarly, here in the list part, I will check if results are there. So here I will put the condition if state dot results dot length is greater than 0, then only show the list. So if we don't get any result, then we don't show. Otherwise, if we get the results, we'll show here. So this list part is shown when we get something back from the server. Let's check this one. So now since we get results from the server, so we are not showing this part. Let's see if any campaign, see this campaign does not have any post, so we are showing this no record found. So if we don't get any results, we'll show this one. Here we have one result at least. Here no record found. Here we have 2 records, so we are able to show it. Okay, so now let's do one more thing now. So just you will put this, give me 1 minute, I'll do one more change and then you do it. So just change this max record to 15 per page. And then you just add these two parts, one check here and one check here. You have 1 minute to do this. Okay, so let's go further now. Okay, let's build the search part. If you see, we have this keyword, and this keyword is passed here in the find post. So if we have something in the keyword, then we also use that in the finding the post. For example, if keyword is there, we match that keyword in the title. So in the real world scenario, I want to match the title and description both, not only the title. So we will do some changes in the create post so that we should be able to uh, we should be able to search in the title and description both. Okay, so that part I'll do little later. First, let me complete this search part. So let's build this search post kind of thing, and then we will go and see what to be done. So when someone will try to put in the search text box, then I need to update this keyword. So for that, I will pass this set keyword into my search post, so that I should be able to update the keyword in this parent component. This is the parent component, and this is the child component. So we need to pass that keyword so that when someone changes in this component, it will change the keyword here also. And once the keyword will be changed, it will pass in the find post, and we will get updated results from the server. So now let's go to the search post and fill this. So here we know set keyword is coming from the previous page. So I will take use of this set keyword in this page. So let's try to finish this page now. Here I will create some local state variable. I will name it as state and set state. This is the local state variable when someone will change the search keyword text box. I will say react.useState, and initially I will create object with keyword as empty string. I will also create two functions. One is called as handle change when someone will try to change the input box. I will call this function, and another will be handle submit when someone will call the submit button. I will call this function. I'll start with the div tag. This is the div tag, and let's give some style sheet to this div tag. I'll give the margin top of 15 pixel, and inside this div tag I will create one form. On submit of this form, I will call this function handle submit, and let's put the input box here in this form. We have the input box for the widget input box. Let's call this one. Import input box from widgets input box. Okay, so I got this input box. Let's also get the search icon, because we need to build something like this one, something like this part. Okay, so this search. Let's see how we have done this search part there. So for the detail page also, no, in the home part I have done that. Let's see how I have done the search part. Yeah, so this is the form. I put this input box here. Let's put this here. Okay, we need the search icon also. So let's get the search icon. Okay, so we come this input box, and what else? We need a submit button. This is the button. I will put it here. So just I'm copying things from previous page, and we need the button also. Okay. So when someone will change this input box, we need to call the handle change function. And when someone will click the button, we need to call the handle submit function. Let's try to fix first handle change function. So when someone will call this handle change, I will call this handle change. It has two things which will come, name and value. If you see this search part, handle change as name and value. So we need to copy the same thing. Okay, so name and value will be updated in this current state. And when someone will click the submit button, I will call the e.prevent-default. So that form should not refresh the page. And then once someone will click handle submit, I will call the set keyword. So that parent should get updated. Set keyword will be called with the state.keyword. So when someone will click the submit button, the parent keyword will be updated using this function. And once the parent keyword is updated, it will call the find post again, and we will get the appropriate results. So let's test out the things. So let's go here. Something is wrong. Yeah. Now I have the search part and search button. Let's open the here. I will say, for example, I have to search mango. So once I click mango, a new call to the server is made, and we get the result only mango. So let's try to delete this and search. Okay, let's search the banana. So I get banana. So in this way, we are able to right now check the title, but I will do something to also check the description part. So that part I will do in a minute. So before we go further, just update the search post. I will put this in the Telegram group. If you want to copy paste, you can do it. Because we don't have time right now. Later on, you can go through each line and try to see what things are there in this page. In the post list, just call the search post using this keyword. So try to do these two things in 1 minute, and then we'll go further. Okay, so Rakesh, the problems in which I showed you are in the JavaScript. So if you do React, but that code is in JavaScript only, and React is in also JavaScript. So either you do in JavaScript or React, you have to write the code in JavaScript only. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you put in React or outside the React or put it in a console. So it depends on you where you want to put it. So the main logic part is in JavaScript. You can put it in React, outside the React, in the console, or anywhere you like. Okay, so Rakesh, you need to tell me where is the confusion so I can take special lecture to clear your doubts. The code which I gave you the problems, they are only for the JavaScript purpose. For the React, you have to tell me where is the confusion so I can create a lecture to clear that doubt. Okay, so you are getting problem in doing the assignment. So what you have to do, you have to do baby steps by steps. First you have to do create a form, then you have to attach it to the state variable, then you have to save it in another state variable. So each steps has to be divided and you have to tell me where exactly you are stuck. And if you complete the assignment, even if it is wrong or if you are stuck somewhere, you have to ping me that I'm stuck there. What should I do next? Then I can guide you what to do next. Okay, so if you just keep quiet, just you think that you cannot do, then I won't be able to help you. So you have to do something, commit it, and tell me I'm stuck here. Now I don't know what to do. Then I will guide you what to do. You can pass the state, like I have created this state variable. I pass state variable as a prop here to this another component. So you can pass the state variable as a props to another component. And then in this component, I call the set keyword to save the state. So everyone just complete the assignment first and second, which I gave last week. And if you're stuck, then you can ask me what to do next. And you have to commit your code so that I can see where you have done completed it. And if you're wrong or if you cannot do properly, if you are not getting the results, then also commit the file and tell me where you got stuck and why you are not able to complete that, so I can help at that particular moment. If I will only tell you the solution, then you will not learn. You have to try yourself and you have to give me the result. And if you're stuck somewhere, that means you have not understood the part of the React. So if you're stuck, I will help you with that stuck part. But you have to try at least. You have to complete it. complete it wrongly or complete it half and you to tell me that you are stuck somewhere, then I can check your code and see where you are stuck, or if you are done, I will tell you why it is wrong. If you don't correct it now, then in real world, when you go for some job, you won't be able to solve it. Try to complete both the application, and if you're stuck, ping me in the Telegram, and I will, when I get time, I will help you. Don't send me personal message in the Telegram. Just put in the React group, and then when I will get time, I will reply you back. Yeah, ping me once you get problem. Okay, so I hope you have completed this search post. So this part which I told you that we are searching right now in the title, for this assignment, let it be for title only. I will show you description part sometime in the future. That is not very important for now, because that makes things little complicated and you won't be able to understand it fully. So keep it for title only right now, and that part we'll do sometime in future. The only thing remaining here is now in the post is that, which we will complete today, that when I create new post, it should immediately appear here. Okay, so right now it's not appearing. It should immediately come here. Right now I have to refresh the page. So we have to use the live query which we did previously for this one. Okay, so let's do the live query part. So this is my post list. I created this subscription, but I haven't used it. Now I will use this subscription to create the live query. So to create the live query for this post one, I need to put this table name inside the configuration of the live query. So I'll open the index.js of the node application where I have the parse server, and here right now live query has only campaign name. So I will add one more table name, post, so that live query should apply to post also. Now let's take use of this subscription here in this page. So I have one React.useEffect. I will create another React.useEffect for the live query. And I will pass the dependencies here. And inside this useEffect, I will create a function called as process, which is async function. And I call this process function here. Since in the useEffect, you cannot put async here, it's not allowed. So you need to create another function inside it with the name async and call the function here. And I will take much of the code of this from somewhere, but let's write down here. So we already had done the live query. I will just write down the live query part, which is exactly similar to what we have done previously. So first thing which I will check in the live query is detail. If detail is there, or if not detail, that means detail is not present, I don't want to run the live query, I will return it. So that means if detail which is coming here should have some value, and if it is not there, I will not run the live query. Then I will create a query is equal to new parse.query. I will give the table name. And then I will put some condition equal to what equal to campaign. Campaign should be equal to the detail. Whatever detail I passed, campaign should be equal to detail. I need to call the parse also here. Okay, I will put some more conditions. Query dot equal to flag is equal to 0. Query dot equal to deleted is equal to 0. Okay, and I will check if keyword, whatever user has put a keyword should also match. Query dot equals to title should be equal to keyword, or what I have put it here, it should be using the matches. Okay, I'll use the same thing. Okay, this is done. The query is done. Let's go and we will write the subscription. Subscription dot current is equal to await query dot subscribe. This is we have copied from the document. Same thing we are putting here. Since I am using this keyword, so let's put this keyword in the dependencies. Since I am using detail, let's put this here in the dependencies. Okay, subscribe. Then I will create subscription dot current dot on. One is the open, when the subscription opens. Okay, so I'll take this information from some other place because it's a lot to write down. I'll just open our old project where we have subscription. So this is the old project where we have written the subscription in the master file. So I'll get it from here. I'll copy it as part and put it here. Okay, you can also copy it. Now I need to create record and update record function, which also I will copy it from there. So we have the record, update record, delete record. So let's put it here. And whenever we are getting this record, we are updating the state variable results. So we don't have to do any change in the state record. It is same. It is same for update, delete, and everything. Okay, so we don't have to write anything there. I'll just see what we are doing. We're calling this subscription, and we are calling this query, get query, and then we are also putting this use effect if someone goes out of the page. So you have to put this also on that page. This is I explained already. You can go through past video if you don't understand this part. So we just use effect when someone logs out of the page or goes from one component to another component. We have to unsubscribe it. So I'm putting it here. Now we will test out this condition if this live query is working or not. This is same thing which we did, that on create, on update, on delete, what should we do? So if I try to add new post 1, as soon as I put this, it should come there on the page. So you see, new post is here. Let's put new post 2. So now post 2 is there. Because of the live query, we are able to see it here immediately as soon as I create the post. If I create the post from other page, let me create something from the other page, you will see it will come also here. So another user has also created a new post from some other page. You will see it here in a minute. I am doing it in another screen. Just watch here what happens to here. See, it has come here. So if another user also posts it, it will appear here. This is because of the live query. You don't have to refresh the page. It automatically updates it here. So this is something we did in the post list. I will put this post list the Telegram chat, so you can grab it if you want. So that's all about the post one. We have completed the post part. This post slide is completely done. Now the task is you have to do same thing. Whatever we did for the post, you have to do same thing for the task. Right now, create task is done, but you need to show the task, search the task, do the pagination, do the display of count, put the live query for the task. You have to finish this task part and show it to me next Saturday. Okay, will you be able to do? Okay, that's all for today. See you tomorrow 8 p.m. PST. Tomorrow we will be doing data structure linked list. And before we do the data structure, I will give you two problems. So every time when I will come, I will give you two problems. You have to solve it here, and then we'll start the class. Any questions?